Hi, I'm Rebecca Luff. I'm a Senior Research Analyst at the Social Care Institute for Excellence, or SCI.
Hello, I'm Dr. Vicky McCall and I'm a Senior Lecturer in Social Policy and Housing at the University of Stirling and Creative Director of Socialudo.
And I'm Alistair Rutherford, a Professor at the University of Stirling and Managing Director of Socialudo.
So SCI led a commission on the role of housing in the future of care and support, and this was a substantial piece of research and policy work, and it responded to one question: how do we ensure that older people have a range of housing to meet their needs and at the time that they need it? And we found in the commission that it's a fragmented sector and it's not always clear who has responsibility. So this is at the government level, but also somewhat mirrored in local authorities. So our report set out a 10-year roadmap for change, and that included immediate, medium and longer term priorities at both a national and local level. And one of these was an immediate priority for local areas, and that was that they develop place-based plans for housing for older adults. So these plans are pivotal so that local areas, they better understand local needs now and in the future, and they can work towards meeting those needs. And providers will be able to see what the plan is, how they fit into it, and that includes new opportunities. And local people can help shape and have access to the plan for where they live. And importantly, the plan should be shaped by a partnership, and that includes local authority, the NHS, local planning, social care providers, elected local officials, and people who draw on care and support. So at SCI, we're developing a toolkit to help local areas with developing their plans. But in the commission, it was clear that the local partnerships that needed to develop and drive forward these plans, they can be hard to form and difficult to sustain. And that's where serious games came in.
So what is a serious game? Serious games facilitate positive impact for organisations to help future-proof and plan for the ageing population. And Socialudo and Serious Gaming supports organisations to facilitate and create positive change through play. And a serious game is essentially a tool that helps and supports developing local partnerships. It helps to engage local stakeholders and bring people together to overcome challenges. At its heart, though, it's about facilitating communication, helping negotiation and interaction between different stakeholders and groups. And this helps make a complex issue more accessible and support strategic thinking into the future. It allows us to take our eyes off those complex operational elements, that immediate chaos, and have a look into the strategic direction of the future, which is really essential for planning around housing, health and social care. But to make it work, you have to get the right people in the room, and that helps facilitate really key conversations, helps us narrow down priorities and see what really matters to people.
In our game, we bring together a group of players, all with different perspectives. Each player joins one of 4 teams representing different stakeholders. These are the policymakers, the service providers, the developers, and the community. The policymakers make the decisions about policy and budget. The service providers design and deliver services for older people. The developers make decisions about investing in housing. And the community team represent the interests of older people in the community. Players won't necessarily have a similar role in the game to their day job, as a big part of the game is seeing the challenges and opportunities from a different perspective. In the game, players will be making decisions in their teams about housing and services that affect the well-being of older people in the fictional Hope Town. The consequences of those decisions then play out on the central map of Hope Town, and we consider how the different actions have affected the well-being of people living in those communities. The game isn't a simulation, so there are a number of abstractions of real life. But by negotiating the decision-making and bringing together different interests and perspectives, players can explore together the challenges and potential opportunities in a safe and collaborative environment.
So, it's all about getting the right people in the room, so please get involved. That is the key to successful planning. And you never know, you might have fun.